Hello and welcome. This review's been a while in coming. This has been in my two review list for like a month or something. Like it's been a while. So Hellwitch Hellbourne #1. Uh, if you've read Lady Death or anything else written or anything else done, let's just put it that way, done by Brian Pulido or has Coffin Comics associated with it, you know what you're getting into. There's violence, more violence, swearing, more violence, hot women, and a little hanky panky. Yeah, so let's just open it up. Like, front page. Now, the city of Dis. Chaos, death galore. Hellwitch is dying. There she is, see? She's dying. Right there. So she flashes back. So most of this book is like that. It's just a flashback. Here's her childhood. Waking up in the hive. Ugh. Yuck. I mean, this place looks unsanitary. Alright, that's all I'm saying. A little unsanitary. So she goes from that. She does something she's not supposed to. I mean, what protagonist doesn't do something they're not supposed to, right? I got these little sticky notes that I just folded up to use as bookmarks because they were old and I was going to throw them away. So she does something bad. Gets some power. Kills some assassins. Then her queen goes to war, and she gets to accompany the warriors. Not as a warrior, though, but as somebody who just carries their luggage. So there she is, feeding the whatever with a whatever. Like, this is clearly the best place to live. Totally. The art is fine. I got nothing against the art in this book. It looks good. The writing was fun. The story moved along at a very nice clip. You can see, like, there's the battle off screen, and she's like, what's going on? They should have been back by now. And then she sees they've been captured, and she uses the monsters that were there. And she's smart. Like, it's not just, oh, here's some brute force. Setting the Spidox on fire was easy. Ramming a fistful of boom powder down their throats, not so much. Boom! Oh, it's not shaboom. Kaboom! Come on, you freaking slug, just a bit closer. She rescues everybody naturally. I have to be very careful with what I show in this book. But I did want to kind of just hit highlights, man. Like this whole arena sequence. Hold on, let me make sure the previous page is okay to show before I show it. Oh yeah, this is the 2-pager. Gory! What a mess. It looks good though, don't it? It looks good. The art's nice. Like, that's one thing all these books have in common. That's the reason why I buy them, is the art is nice. She's totally not impressed. Totally not. You know, they're down here dying and fighting for your amusement. Not impressed. It's basically like a revenge story, repeated over and over, and I have to be really careful with what I show. Like, half of this book can't be shown anywhere. Is this page okay? Yeah, this page is okay. So there's some betrayal and revenge, naturally. It was a lot of fun to read. This is square bound. Somewhere in my desk drawer over here, I gotta go find it in a minute. I got like a sketch only version of this, so it's black and white line art. It's beautiful. With color, it's beautiful. And there was a ton of swag that came with this, and holy moly, I was not expecting things to be rated quite as highly as they are. The book's signed, of course. Oh my gosh. I have really got to read some comic books. That's all I know. See? Certificate of authenticity. In fact, let me take that out of here. Wow, the certificate of authenticity does not want to leave the board it's on. Because somehow it's gotten taped to the board. Oh, that's terrible. There we go. Anyway, this was a Kickstarter book. It'll probably be out in comic stores at some point. All these books seem to end up that way. You go to Kickstarter, the next thing you know, 6 months later, they're in a store. So I've read this story very disjointedly. Like, I've read older material, newer material, all just kind of running together because it's sourced in different places. You know, sometimes it's at a comic book store, sometimes it's not. But it's been a lot of fun. I think this is actually written better than like the Lady Death stories that have come out recently. It was like super to the point, just kind of boom, boom, boom. Let's take you on an action ride, give you some insight into the character, her background, her motivations, all that good stuff. And it was a blast. It absolutely was. And kind of the impetus for reviewing this is like their next project is on Kickstarter. I'm going to go look at it here after this at some point tonight and probably end up backing it at some level. Probably just like the basic, give me the normal book level. That's what I always back at for their projects. Because, man, their projects have like 1 billion levels. Like, you can get like the jewel-encrusted glass cover with a metal backing. Like, what? What? That's not even a comic book at that point. But I digress. This is a comic book. You need to be 18 or older to read this. Or maybe even older than that, depending on your jurisdiction. It may just be illegal wherever you live to own this. Like, there is some stuff. You open it up to a random page, you got a 50-50 chance of seeing something you can't show on YouTube. Having said that, it was... Oh good, the back cover is showable. It was a lot of fun to read, even without that kind of material. The story was a hoot. There's violence, romance, more violence, some gore, some romance, some violence, violence, decapitations, violence. Betrayal, violence. Actually, it's kind of like betrayal, violence, because she gets betrayed and then she does some betraying. Although some of this violence over here was kind of a betrayal, so everybody's betraying everybody, and it's a hoot. It absolutely is. Thanks for tuning in. Check this stuff out. Go to coffincomics.com if you're old enough. If you're not old enough, don't do it. And I'll see you all next time. You have a great day. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Certificate of Authenticity. I know nobody cares about those, but I still have it anyway.